Hi, my name is Cirila. I'm originally from Slovenia, but I've been living in Scotland for the past 4 years and I work as a model. So I am currently based in South Lanarkshire, but I work all over the place. So I will now walk you through my typical day. I usually get up, like depending on the job, but I would usually get up around like an hour before I have to leave. So that would be roughly around, let's say 6 a.m. So first thing I do when I wake up is usually put the kettle on, prepare the coffee and like put that on as well. And then I would go and take a shower and you know, just prep my face a little bit, like with creams and stuff. Then I would go back to the kitchen, collect my coffee, like put it in a takeaway cup, pack some probably like fruit bars and some fruit, and then pack my dog as well and go to my car. Then on the way to work, I would usually drop my dog with a dog sitter, and then I would drive on. And on the way to work, I usually like to listen to the music, just depending on what mood I'm in. I listen to different genres and I drink my coffee. When I eventually get to work, it's usually I expect the breakfast to be there. But I usually go like, first they put me into makeup, so there is a makeup artist on set and they kind of like put the makeup on, you know, make my hair look presentable. And when that is done, I kind of go to the wardrobe, they, you know, check the wardrobe for the day, put me into like some nice clothing, and then we're all set to go. At this point, this is the point when I would usually have some breakfast, if they have some, or if they don't, I have my backup fruit bars and stuff. The first half of the day is, usually like the day is split into two halves, like obviously like before lunch and after lunch, and then we just do like different, either like stills or like video shoots, depending on the schedule. So we just get on with it, I guess. Like we shoot usually approximately like 4 hours or so. Then is lunch break around like 1 or like maybe sometimes a bit later, depending if we're running late. And for lunch, depends on the day, depends on where we're shooting. But usually there is like a selection of, I don't know, sandwiches, salads, and we just have an hour of a break, have a coffee. And then, you know, when we recharge, we start shooting again. So in the second half of the afternoon, it looks pretty much similar than the first half. But we just continue with shooting whatever we're shooting for. And usually like the wrap time is around like 6 p.m. or something like that. Again, it completely depends on the day. When that is done, obviously we wrap, we pack, I change back into my own clothes and drive back home. So on the way back home, I usually like, again, pick up my dog from the dog sitter. Then when I get home, usually on the work days, I don't really like socialize with people like after, just because I'm usually too tired, because believe it or not, modeling can be quite tiring as well, because you're kind of on your feet most of the day. I get home, I usually put some dinner on, like something that can, you know, cook on its own. So basically like a soup, or I put some rice and veg in the, you know, in the rice cooker. Then I go and take a long shower, like wash all my makeup off and stuff. Then I'm ready to have my dinner. Then during the dinner, I usually like, you know, because during the day I'm usually quite busy and don't really have time to check my phone as much. So I, you know, follow up with all my like emails, messages and stuff. I do that while I eat, and I usually have a glass of wine as well. I think that's about it. And then I go to bed around 10 o'clock. Like in bed I do my Duolingo or read a book. And around 11 I'm ready to switch off. That's basically a typical day in my life.